Good morning, what's shaking, what's happening? Welcome back to Tasty Bites Timeless Travels. Today is day 104 of our Holland America cruise around the world. Today we're coming at you from Kusadasi, Turkey. Come join us. This is such an interesting port. The city is literally all around us. So neat. This is very beautiful. It's an actual cruise port. There's 4 ships here today. There's only 3 right now. A Viking, a Mine Ship, however you say it, the manufacturer that started doing cruises themselves, and us. Should be a 4th one appearing today. Everybody's doing drills. But it's a beautiful day, and while the city has some roots in Christianity, the Virgin Mary's house is maybe an hour away from here. I cannot say the name of the town, but a lot of people took excursions out there. We're going to hit up the Grand Bazaar. Everyone has talked about how great this bazaar is, how much fun we're going to have at it, and that's where we're going to go. It's just like across the street or something like that. The food and beverage director, Ali, actually lived in this town for a little bit, so he has given everyone tips. He said if it's $300, offer $50, and then don't come off it. Do not negotiate. Just keep to your price and walk out the door, and they'll let it go at $50 or you went too low. But he said don't open it up to where it's negotiation. This is what you're going to pay, and this is all you're going to pay. But it looks like the city's going to be a great time. There's also a castle within walking distance. So I think the plan is for C and I to go out and do the shopping district in Old Town, and then she'll decide if she wants to come back to the ship, and I just go to the castle thing, because the castle's about a 17-minute walk from here, and it's not, I mean, the bazaar's across the street, but this looks like such a beautiful city. I cannot wait. So let's get this day started. Let's go. All right, we have made it to the street. So we're at the bazaar. There's the Castle Bazaar and the Old Town Bazaar in this very nice street that connects them. They specialize in authentic fakes here. So lots of things look like they're a brand name, but they're not. And everything is negotiable. So they take euros, dollars, and the local funds, which I have euros and dollars. So we are going to see what we see. Plus ice cream must be a big deal here, because I've already had 3 people try to sell me an ice cream cone, and I do love ice cream, but not quite ready for ice cream yet. We're just gonna enjoy the beautiful weather and walking around and stretching those legs today. Alright, so we have given up on the bazaar. That's, it's not that they're super pushy, it's just there's a lot of them. So it was like somewhere else with cabs. I can't remember, not Bali. Bali was pushy and a lot of them. But, we're gonna walk the streets. He's gonna go with me to this old fort thing, and then we're gonna decide if we're gonna want to eat lunch off the ship or just go ahead and pack it in for Turkey. Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow we're in Rome. Not Rome, Greece, Athens. So that is another bucket list locale for us. So we don't want to stretch ourselves too thin and wear ourselves out today, because like everyone else, we're still recovering from the long day in Egypt. But this place is beautiful though. so I made it to the castle. Now, it does cost money to get in, and it's all stairs, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to take in the beautiful views from the viewpoints around it. And then I think we're going back. It's 11:49, so it's getting about lunchtime, but I don't know if we want anything on the outside or not. They have a vegetable tempura today for lunch, and that's one of our favorites, but look at how beautiful this water is right here. What a beautiful view for my afternoon here in Turkey. Like, this is just amazing. Beautiful weather, calm seas, birds, boats, all kinds of stuff. Now, as far as the city is concerned, the bazaar is a bazaar. It has the people that stand out there and say, oh, you look like, we see, obviously she has all this bracelets, so like, oh, you haven't got one that says Turkey yet, come and let me show you. Oh, you look like you need a leather jacket. Taxi drivers, oh, have you ever been to here, there? Let me do a 1-hour city tour. You look like you could use it instead of just walking around. They're nice. We only had one guy that was extra persistent that I finally had to turn around and yell at. And then at some point I started saying, no habla, no habla. So that was that. So if you're into haggling shopping, it's a great place to be. There's some good deals to be had. That was not our thing, and we didn't want to tire ourselves out for Greece tomorrow. So that is going to be our thoughts on the city. And now it is time for dinner. Let's go. All right, appetizers have arrived. C is starting with the shrimp noodle salad with citrus. Ooh, that looks good. And then I got the shrimp fritters. These smell delicious, so looking good. All right, round number 2 of the appetizers. This is like a chicken summer roll that C has got with a spicy peanut sauce. We cannot remember if it's actually spicy or not. For me, I got what's called a gato salad. It's supposed to be lettuce and green beans with peanut sauce. I'm not sure. Now, C said I have the prettier dish, but I'm not sure if I'm going to like this one. We'll have to find out. All right, so entrees have arrived. C got the wasabi crusted tenderloin. Now, like I said, this is off the tamarind menu if you're on a ship with tamarind. So I wonder how it is, because it wasn't on tamarind menu last time we were there on New Amsterdam. So interesting. For the table, we got an order of the ramen noodles. Now, these may or may not be salty, because a few times we got them, they're salty, but they just sounded good. And for me, I went with the soy whatever halibut with the tempura potato. Looks really good, nice and light, so should balance out well with the noodles. And with this beautiful sunset coming into view, because we are once again headed west, we are going to call it a night. Forgive me, it's very windy tonight, but yeah, we're gonna call it an early night. Reason being, first off, it's already like 7:15. It's not that early, but it's not that late either. It's the guitar players again. We've seen them; they were good. I don't know if we want to see them again. And then tomorrow's Greece, and then it's Easter Sunday, which is a sea day, and then we start a marathon of port days. It is, I think it's 8 days in a row or something like that of ports. It's one of them's an overnight in Barcelona, but yeah, busy time coming up, because even the rest days of Easter, there's all kinds of Easter activities. The overnight is Barcelona. That's the grand meetup. So we're about to be real busy. So gonna try to catch up on some work, catch up on some rest, and call it a successful end of the day, I feel. As far as tonight goes, that dinner was amazing. It was the heritage dinner. The serving staff was dressed differently, more casual. It was, I guess we were celebrating Indonesia heritage, I don't know. But food was delicious. Service was always great. That's always a good menu. We've had that menu one other time. I think when we were getting into Asia, they served us that food, and it was really good. So it was good this time too. we were sailing through the waters off of between Turkey and Greece. We should see Mykonos and all that stuff tonight too. So we kind of just wanted to sit out and gaze at the beautiful outside, minus this wind. Just because we paid all this money for a balcony, we're going to use it. And as far as Turkey, if you like to shop, it was great to go. If you're very religious, people like to Ephesus, I don't know how to say it. I'm going to say it wrong. Some people hiked up to the statue that was not on our plan for the day. I'm telling y'all, this wind, but oh, it's crazy. But it was a very fun port. It is a lot of shopping. There's a controlled port area for shopping, and then there's the bazaar on the outside. Plenty of taxi people to sell you a tour or whatnot if you want it. Like I said, they weren't super pushy. You could tell them no, and they would leave you alone. So, successful port. So Turkey was a bonus stop for us, somewhere we thought we'd never go, somewhere we never really ever thought about going. So it was a good time. I think the only thing I regret is I never got one of the ice cream cones that they kept showing everywhere. But it was my favorite flavor, not my favorite flavor of ice cream. It was coffee ice cream. It's a good flavor of ice cream. So I didn't see the need to pay for it on the outside because, like I said, we've got lots of ports coming up. We're definitely going to try to eat out in Athens tomorrow. Athens is supposed to be busy because it is the Saturday before Easter, so we shall see how that goes. I don't know if we're going to hop off the bus at any point in time, other than the exchange from Pyrrhus to Athens, but we'll see. I don't think we're going in the Acropolis of Parthenon or anything. I think we're just going to kind of ride around, see the sights, and decide if we want to hop off or not. But with that, make sure you hit that notification button, like, subscribe, all that fun social stuff, as we are almost done. 3 weeks from today, I will be back in Fort Lauderdale. I'll be back in Florida. It's crazy. I should be back in Orlando at this point, or on the way to Orlando, to keep on us as we continue our way around the world, and we are headed west and back to the United States. Just a few more stops in the Mediterranean, but they are all coming up quickly. So have a great night. Bye.